This is the next installment of my 100 Days of Happy. I apologize for not talking that very loud. I'm currently in a place that is usually fairly quiet, and I know that there's people studying in the distance. So where I'm currently at, and I guess I'll just rotate my camera as I talk, is the campus. They call it the Prayer Gardens, and it, obviously is a garden that in the center of it is the prayer tower, which I don't know how well it is. There we go. That is the prayer tower, and I know that it's covered a lot by trees, and I might walk over there at some point or show it in another video. In some videos you can probably see it in the background when I walk to and from my dorm. This is a very peaceful place. The prayer tower itself is, as its name suggests, it's a place a lot of people go to pray. There are places where they play music, as well as like a little stage that they can play music, and they sometimes have little worship sessions in there, just itty bitty little ones. And I haven't been in there in too long, and like I said, I'm not an expert on anything, but everything about the prayer tower, as well as the gardens, is symbolistic, as well as the majority of the places on campus. I know that from what I remember, there's a part where they want us to keep our phones off, which is why I don't video in the prayer tower. Otherwise I would, but and I also don't want to upset anyone that, everyone goes there for a purpose, and there's an open, as you saw, open a roundabout balcony, kind of like the Union Tower in Dallas, or I'm sorry, Reunion Tower in Dallas. I know that from all sides, it kind of looks like a spaceship, as some people say. I know from all sides it looks like a cross. For instance, the spikes that are around the center part there represent the thorns of Christ. The crown of thorns that was placed on Christ's head when he was crucified. The red representing his blood. And I know that there's a whole lot more to it, to the symbolism and everything. Like I said, I am not an expert. Maybe one day I will be. Maybe one day I'll be giving tours or something like that. But this is probably one of the prettiest spots on campus. To me, it's super pretty, and a lot of other people think so too. There's a little squirrel. Can you see the squirrel? No squirrel? Yeah, there he goes. I love it. The squirrels aren't nearly as scared here, because we're used to people walking all around campus, not just in this garden. But they usually let you get really close, and as well as the geese that are currently around. Eventually the geese will fly out for the winter, so they're not here year round. But the squirrels are, which is fantastic, and they're very nice. They're very lovely. This is definitely a place that makes me smile when I walk either past it or through it. When I pass it or go through it as I walk to and from my classes in my dorm. Just looking at the campus is beautiful, and it makes me happy. And there are a lot of beautiful campuses in the world. This one in particular, with how every building has some kind of symbolism behind it, has some kind of connection to some kind of Christian belief, is important to me, and it helps me remember my roots and remember what's important in life, as well as my studies. So there's squirrels coming in the background. Sorry, I get distracted. I love it. It's something that makes me happy. I miss the concerns and worries that I myself and lots of people my age have when they enter college. They worry about debt. We worry about passing our classes. We worry about getting along with our roommates. There's so much we worry about, and there's a lot of people in the world that don't understand that. They don't accept the fact that it's like, oh, you're young. What do you have to worry about? You don't pay a house payment, and you don't. Some Some don't have kids. Some do have kids. And it's, oh, there's a little squirrel coming back. You see it? Yeah, he's way closer this time. I know the camera doesn't do it justice, but oh, it's a little squirrel friend. I'm sorry, but anyway, and a lot of people think that we don't have a lot to worry about or worry about, we don't have a lot to complain about or worry about, but we do in this society, we do. There's just so much going on in the world, you know, so, and it's just, it's sad. I feel a lot of people don't get, the respect we deserve to, you know, be concerned about the economy as we are, or be concerned about tuition, or be, this guy just keeps getting closer. Here, he went that way. He went over there. Oh, sweet little thing. Makes me miss my dogs. That's another thing. Anyway, not meaning to ramble, but there's a lot that we worry about. We worry about the future, especially this year. It's an election year. We worry about how that's going to affect us. We worry about the things that'll affect our parents. A lot of our parents, there are a lot of parents in the world that can pay for a kid's college tuition and not have a problem with it. That's awesome. There's a lot of people that have parents that can help. There's a lot of people in the world that their parents can't contribute all. There's some people that their parents can only contribute so much. And there's a lot of kids that have to work. There's a lot of kids that take loans, because I'm the type of person that if I'm a full-time student and I'm also working, there's no way that I'm going to succeed. And I can balance things, and I've proven that by being in so many clubs and social activities throughout my elementary to high school years. But working even just part-time, I don't want to work part-time, because currently I'm taking a 16-hour work week. 16-hour education plan, which a lot of people only take 15. Some people take 18 and 19, which is fantastic. But as a freshman in college, and even though I have taken some courses already, 16 hours is a little daunting to me, and I worry about it. It's a daily concern. And I don't want to drop any classes. It would affect my scholarships. I also don't want to drop because I want to prove to myself, as well as the fact that God has put me here for a reason and has given me the ability to be here. It's like I need to live up to that. And I want to succeed. And just be prepared for the world ahead. So, which is upsetting, very upsetting, but at the same time it's also very positive, because we have a purpose. We're here for a reason, and it can be, you know, it is what we make of it, which, you know, I'm sorry to get emotional. It's been a long day. I've had 4 classes already today. Luckily, I just got out of my last class, which is great, but, hopefully, you enjoyed this video, seeing the prayer tower. Like I said, in other videos I'll be able to show a better view of it. I'm sorry that I can't now. It's just, despite this little cold front that came over, so the temperatures went back up from what it was yesterday. Yesterday it was fantastic. Today, not so much. Not as much anyway. It's not as hot as it was, but it's still not as nice as it was yesterday. I guess that's all I have to say. I think it's great for kids to go to college. Some can't. And that's just life. And, you know, kids that are currently in college, that unless, you know, their parents are able to pay for it, or some of them still worry about it, but there's a lot of kids that, you know, have to work their own way into college. And I'm blessed because I will have a little bit of help from my parents as well as other family members and scholarships. But in reality, I'm gonna have to worry about a lot of paying for it for myself, which is a lot of concern for a lot of people, and so it's hard. So we get upset a lot, and that's why I'm blessed to be at this college, because we have a prayer tower, or we have our floor chaplains, which is a very specific term, and I'm not going to go into in this video, but We have a lot of people praying over us, and and here they try to tie in every class, upholding that Christian value, as well as assessing us in whole person education, which is not just your general education and what most colleges support. They want us to succeed, and every college says they want you to succeed. A lot of colleges, in reality, they don't, and this is one of the few colleges I visited that I feel that they do. And every professor said it. Almost every class that I've been to I've been going to classes for 4 solid days now, and I've been prayed over in almost every class. And which, moves me to tears sometimes of joy, because it's so fantastic. But anyway, this video is long enough. If you stuck through it to the end, thank you. I really appreciate it. Feel free to share any of my videos if you think something in it might make someone happy. I know wearing this necklace will make somebody happy. A good friend of mine gave me this necklace, and every time I wear it, I get compliments for it. So, thank you again for watching these videos. I hope you find some kind of happiness in your day today, and God bless.